I don't even know. I don't even know. What's up, everyone? How's it going? Well, welcome to At the Close. Spencer, I got Joel with me. What can you say? What is there to say about this market? I don't know. All I know is what you should do is hit that like button, and I'll bring Joel on right now. We got 29 minutes left in today's session. It probably can't come soon enough. All right, it is time for pre-market prep at the close.
Three consecutive highs, opened, matched yesterday's low, and then once it took out there, that's all the breakout momentum traders needed.
What does it say? What does it say, Joel? What is there to say? This is
Volatility?
yeah. This is just all algo driven, right? There's no rhyme or reason for any of this.
I mean, I don't know what move you or what reversal to critique here.
Start with the first one, and we'll get to the fifth one eventually.
Okay. Why they pop on the release of the minutes? I don't know why they popped the thing up. I don't really said what they said or what was inferred, but that was the first move by the algos, taking it up, new intraday high. Then they take it down all the way, make a new low by a wide margin, and then we come back and make an intraday high. And now we're leaking. It appears to be leaking into the close. I mentioned a 4,500 level. Well, you almost had a shot at it here, and that 15, 20 minutes ago. But on the downside, and that's where we're gonna focus today, and I think this is what traders, investors need to focus on now is as I in this level here, and it doesn't get much prettier than this. You had a low on March 23rd at 444.75. The day after that, you made a low at 445.75. So 44.75 and 45.75. And they took it to just through the lower number, 44.50. And then they turned it around, and you saw what happened after rebound. Now that's going to be a big level moving forward. Any way you crack it up, I would say that, if that holds, we got a chance for a little bit of a bounce here. But as you can see on the dailies, it's just, there's another little low at what? One little low at 44.33 and one at 44.15. But I don't think, I think if this 44.44, the low from the day goes by, I don't think they're going to have any problems with those levels. So that's looking at as must hold support. Crude under 100, down 488. You had an inventory build here, down, bounce a buck off the low, 95.76. Gold, that's up 80 cents at 1928.30. Silver in the red, but just a couple pennies, 24.56. Bitcoin, bad day for Bitcoin here.
Yeah.
That's down 26.20, 43.520. And Ethereum futures, they're going the same way, a little bit more on a percentage basis. They're down $265 at 3,205.
Okay, so the question obviously is, what was in the minutes, right? And the
Okay.
answer is, not a lot that we didn't already know, right? So, who was it? Yeah, who was it yesterday? Brainerd yesterday telegraphed it, right? She's the one of the more dovish members of the Fed, and came out with a pretty hawkish statement saying, "Yeah, we're gonna probably have to do some aggressive balance sheet reduction. We're gonna have to sell some bonds and some mortgage-backed securities pretty aggressively," and that's more or less what the minutes today said. They also said that the Fed is basically in agreement that there is going to be multiple half-point rate hikes needed, 50 basis point rate hikes needed, which is not really a surprise, right? Because if you look at the CME's Fed Watch tool, you can see that there's basically a 50% chance The Fed funds futures is pricing in a 50. It's like a 47% chance, but I'll call it 50. That the federal funds rate is at 1.75 to 2% by July next year. I'm sorry, by July of this year. So how are you going to go from a quarter point where we are now to 1.75 points without multiple 50 basis point rate hikes? So there's nothing in these minutes that really should have caught us off guard, I think. Right? I mean, okay, so they're in agreement on more rate hikes. They're in agreement on balance sheet runoff. They're not in agreement that there should be a limit, a monthly limit for how many, how much, how many assets to sell. There's some disagreement about that. Should there be a cap? Should there not be a cap? But regardless, they're in agreement at the need to unwind some of the $9 trillion on their balance sheet, which, good luck with that. So I think the whipsaw that Joel just talked us through I think, is indicative of the fact that, look, basically, Joel, we're kind of back where we started. Are we not? Are we not kind of back where we started?
From
From,
from from from
okay,
when?
from like 145.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, we're right back where we started. So after all of that, nothing really changed. And nothing
Yeah.
was really new in these minutes. So there you go.
Throw out the high, throw out the low, and see what you got. Yeah, right here. This was the crazy bar, but right
Yeah.
where we were
So
trading
like,
before the minutes.
I'm looking at the 15-minute chart and like on the SPY, and the 50-minute candle for 145 closes at 446. We're at 446. We are right back where we started. Nothing has changed. Now we're going up again, of course, but go figure that. But um, nothing changed. That's that. That's that's my take. Nothing was new, and for the moment, nothing has changed. I don't
Yeah,
know.
just being nimble, right? I guess on days like this is really the only way you can do to survive. You got to look both ways, and the market certainly a lot of opportunity there, but a lot of risk too. But we can go. What are the sectors? I mean, what's moving? What's dragging us down is big tech, right? And that's what
Yeah.
let us out of there. Apple, Microsoft, Google, Amazon, Tesla, all deep in the red,
Yeah.
much more on a percentage basis than the actual cash index. And you have a concentration in those 5, 6 stocks. It's great on the way up, but when they turn, as you see today, really puts a lot of pressure on the index.
Um. Yeah. So tech is leading us down. Healthcare very strong today. Healthcare is extreme. The whole sector, basically across the board, is up. Right. Johnson, UNH, Pfizer, AbbVie, Eli Lilly, CVS, all the big ones, all in the green. I have to admit, I'm not sure why. I'm really not. But staples are also strong. Utilities are strong. Um, it's more or less a continue. This the same thing as yesterday, is it not, Joel? The same exact thing as yesterday.
Very similar, very similar.
Whoa.
UNH, you mentioned that. That's blasted to a new all-time high. That's where they're hiding out now. Look at that. New all-time high by wide margin. J&J also a new all-time high by a wide margin. What else do we have? How's CVS doing today? That's having a good day. Even Walgreens Boots Alliance is having a good day coming off the 43 support. So that's where the money's hiding out for now. And until for further notice. And I guess utilities, I don't know what is driving them, but just another leg higher, new all time high in the XLU. So people are looking for yield here. Boy, I just climbing the wall worried there in the backdrop of higher interest rates. It doesn't make any sense, but then again, what does in this market as of late?
Someone commented about Teledoc. Michael said not. Well, Teledoc is tech, but it's like growthy tech. So it's I don't put that in the same grouping as like CVS and insurance company, health insurance providers, because that's not how Wall Street thinks about Teledoc. So I wouldn't group that together. I do want to note that I did buy some Altria today, some MO on Benzinga Live, just a little bit, just for a swing. I'm thinking about inflation. I'm thinking about staples, and I've seen the staples have been strong. So I took a nibble here in MO. I hadn't bought anything in months. So this is the first purchase I've made. I think probably since early February, perhaps. Um, and-
$54. I mean,
yeah,
that's what you got
yeah,
to keep an eye on there.
yeah.
Definitely an underperformer. Really, I mean, it's done okay since COVID, but I mean, it looks good. Looks good on the dailies, and looks even better on the monthlies. Potential monthly breakout there above 54. Someone answered that. I asked about that this morning, and it's up a buckle for it. It's a big move for MO. I guess people are need their smokes after a day like this in the markets.
I know. Hey, I know we talked a little bit about the transports this morning, but if you just go look across the board at tickers like JB Hunt, right? JBHT. I think we mentioned Ryder, which is R this morning as well. But JB Hunt has given back 6 months worth of gains in the last 2 weeks. It's an absolute bloodbath for the transports. I know we covered this a little bit, but I mean, I guess I hadn't really looked around the whole sector until really today, after the open, and holy moly! I mean, XPO Logistics. Let's pull up XPO Logistics. No, that's the big one, right? XPO has now given back. Um, let me go here. XPO Logistics is is given back over a year worth of gains in the last couple of weeks. Remarkable.
Uh, well, I mean, you look at you look at the double whammy, the double whammy of higher fuel prices, right, and a recession.
Well, I guess, is that what this is? People are not going to be spending on stuff, and we have fewer things to ship. Is that what this is saying? Because I thought consumer spending was still strong. So I
Well,
don't
yeah,
know.
FDX is heading back towards the low of the move. UPS heading back
That's
towards the low of the move. No,
it's pretty crazy. I mean, this is where the pain is right now. Forget about like growth tech. Forget about Kathy. The pain is clearly in the transports. If you look, and stocks like Novavax, which can't seem to stop going down. But and some crypto stocks too. That's where the pain is. It's in crypto mining stocks and transports and Novavax. That's the pain right now, and maybe some Chinese stocks too. Um, what else did I want to look at today? I wanted to look at where's my list? Let me pull my list up here.
Triple D gave you a good level here, and Kathy stocks about halfway back was $62. Got down to 61.92 today, and he got a little bounce. So, down but not out. So if you think you missed the move there, you had a chance to get it. There was a couple other daily. Did you have a daily low in that area? Yeah, you had twos there, 62.61 and 62.24, and with those retracement levels, you certainly like to see some daily lows coincide with those. I mean, they're not bad indicators, but they're always better when they line up with something else. We're asking about why did oil drop? I guess there was a big inventory build, and so that more supply. I mean, also just looking at those, uh, you know, uh, looking at the crude oil futures. We had talked about the contango, so that the expectations for lower prices moving forward has been there. Now they're just coming after the front month, and crude down 486 and 97.10.
Joel, I didn't see you today at the flash mob downtown. I missed you.
What happened?
there was a bunch of the Jewish people, the Chabad of Greater Detroit, just showed up in like a bunch of literally like a dozen RVs around Campus Martius at like 12:15, just or 12 o'clock, just completely out of the blue. And they were dancing and hooting and hollering and singing. I thought I would see you there, but I missed you.
What was it about? Why did they do that?
I'm still not quite sure, to be honest. I think it was something about Passover. I don't know.
The Shabbat Squad?
Yeah, yeah,
Wow, man, what am I missing downtown?
yeah. No, I don't know. I still I couldn't go, but it looked like a lot of
Whew.
fun. Hey, let's look at Nvidia here. Um this is one of your big leaders today. Down. If you like buying, quality names on dips, there aren't many days you get to buy Nvidia down 5%, but it is down 5.5% today. It was down more, obviously.
Who hit him with the downgrade?
Oh, what was the firm? I don't know. Let's look. It was. Oh, it was Cleveland Research. Cleveland Research had the note.
Oh, that's right.
On Nvidia.
Well, you've gotten through giving back over half of this recent move. I mean, you do have one other low at this 240 area. I think we did mention that 239.06. You did get to 240.03 today. I mean, you have to lean on that. I mean, it's just, the high beta stock, right? It can definitely rebound $5 off that low and moves well with the market. So don't mind that one, but you just got to be aware it takes out 240. Boom. There's more on the downside. Spoo's ripping back now,
Oh
Spencer.
my goodness! Yeah.
The
Oh.
old stinky. Maybe you got a little a move to gap fill here. 258.20 between 253 and 258.20. So that wouldn't be out of the realm of possibilities there. Before it can continue its move lower. How did AMD do today? And take a look at AMD. Did it get near that century level? No, no, found quite a bit ahead of that. A couple other lows that people were paying attention to in the low of the move. So kind of back at the had a little trading range from 125, 100 to 125. Got to the top of the range now, and now coming back towards the bottom of the range. The big reversal off this, off to 101.71 here. So shorts or anybody looking to get long, you would have to you're gonna have to buy into a rising market, which is really much more difficult than just having your bids out there and just having them get destroyed. But boy, oh boy, nice bounce off the low, and spoos are coming back here. Would you know it, man? Maybe we'll make a new intraday high here. We got 12 minutes to go. That
40
would be a fitting thing, huh?
4,500 on my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last week's low was 0175. But if you're like a gap trader, if you're looking for a gap between the overnight sessions and the day sessions, yesterday's low is 44. What is it? 4507.75. It's only 20 handles away. That wouldn't be anything can happen in this market, right?
Yeah. Do you want to mention just a couple of earnings? We have Levi Strauss reporting earnings tonight, and tomorrow morning is Constellation Brands and Lamb Weston. But Constellation Brands is the interesting one there. So, and then and Levi's tonight. Jeans.
Constellation Brands. It looks like a leading a tad long into the report. Didn't have a good day on Monday, and that wasn't a bad day in the market, was it? But keep an eye on this one if you're trading from the long side. All these lows here at 228. Got the 28.17 today, so I like it above 228. And if you're looking for some, looking for more upside, let's get above 36.80, and that's not too far away. Above that, maybe you can get a look at 240.
All right, we got 10 minutes to go here. We're just sort of hanging.
See what the
Um,
imbalances are. Must be a little bit to the buy side, huh? With that little bit of a pop here, but
this is hey, pull up Carnival Cruise Lines today. So we talked about it yesterday. Obviously, it had the huge pop on that silly press release. That was couldn't even last through the morning. But now, not only did it not hold that pop at all, but now we've continued going down today. We've got 2-day follow through here on Carnival. We're back in the teens.
Yeah. Oh boy. That was you were correct on that one yesterday, Spencer. That was also the pre-market prep stock of the day. Boy, oh boy. What a I mean, the news was the news, and it was faded hard, right? I mean, it took about 15, 20 minutes into the session to make that high. But I mean, I saw a headline that whole of Shanghai's on lockdown now, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, yeah. So that's just what we need now. On top of inflation worries and a war and COVID, that would just be the icing on the cake for this market. Another, but let's keep our fingers crossed that that won't happen.
Yeah. All right, let's see some tickers in the chat. Drop us a ticker. What are you guys watching here? What are you guys looking at? What's on your radar? What are you trading? Someone, I forget who it was. It may have been Easy Mike. Someone said something about real estate. Let me see if we have any tickers here in the chat. Yeah, real estate like MAA from Easy Mike. MAA SUI. I'm assuming these are all REITs. AWK, yeah, that's a REIT, right? American Water. Well, that's utility.
Right.
Um,
What was the one I looked at yesterday? Was somebody maybe with Mitch the other day. The one that does the ACC, is that American Campus Communities? I mean, people looking for yield here. Yep, look at that chart, huh? Look at this one.
wow, look at that. I never heard of that one before.
Yeah, yep, they're big on college campuses, right? Look at that. That's on the verge of a breakout as well.
Wait a minute. This would seem okay. I don't know anything about this company, but I don't know if I would be betting on college campuses right now. It's just me.
How come?
Because in a post-COVID world, not everyone's going back to work, not everyone's going back to college. I don't know. It's just sort of something that I've been thinking about that a little bit. What I don't. It's not fully fleshed out yet though. David Scott is asking why DWAC is bouncing. Well, nothing goes down forever. I mean, DWAC has had how many down days
Wow.
in a row? Nothing can go down all the time or up all the time. So DWAC is bouncing today after trading down like 6 days in a row, something like that. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days and 6 days in a row, 7 days in a row. I don't know. So that's probably why it's bouncing.
Yeah, tough chart. It's gonna, a nice bounce off the low 43.01. Really nothing really on the monthlies there, 45.20. So it got through that by a couple bucks. I mean, this Twitter thing is really with Elon. A quiet day in Twitter here. You did take out the low from yesterday. But what's the high close for the move in this one? It was probably yesterday, right? Yeah, at 50.98. So see what's going to happen here if you get a double close right here around the 51 area. That'll be a big level tomorrow. See if you can get back and keep making new closing highs for the move. The high did come down by a couple bucks. That got a little overdone there when it got to 54.57. But some position squaring here. Volume is starting to come down a little bit. The big update, the initial update was 270 million, tapered off to 217 million yesterday. And today you're probably not going to trade 200 million. So in order to keep that kind of momentum going, you got to keep finding the buyers, right? To keep lifting. And looks like it's turned a little bit, but we'll see. 50.98 was the close from yesterday, and looks like someone's trying to get out of that area today. Currently trading down just about 20 cents.
Wayne O is asking about Ford. Look at Ford at all today. I know it had a bit of a day yesterday, so more of the same today, down 3%.
Yeah, we were looking at this had this area of support,
Oh, boy.
and it just breached it a little
It's
bit.
going back to 12, isn't it, Joel? This is going back to
Uh,
12.
well, it's got to get to 14 first,
All right,
right?
that's fair.
Right. That's the next monthly low. But yeah, it's getting a little wow. By an 18 a couple days. Wow, everything is. I don't see how the market's only down what it is here. Oh, look at GM under $40. Now this $40 was huge back in December of 20 and January of 21. So this thing better get back over 40 in a heartbeat here because I don't like the way it looks on the monthly between 35 and 40.
All right, couple minutes left. Let's do some more here. Ba, 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 ba. PACB. That's a biotech, right? Yeah, Pacific. Is it Pacific
Mm,
Biosciences? No. What is
yeah,
it?
of
Yeah,
Cal Inc.
yeah.
Ah, boy. Tough chart. I mean, I don't like it. It's leaning on the low of the move. Low of the move was 826. Where'd you get to today? You got to 827, so you're getting a bounce. So you got a swing level to keep an eye on here. I mean, if you want to wait for this thing to get back over 10 and stabilize over 10, that's when it could get interesting. But with these stocks, you have to find out, where they're at, what they have in the pipeline, and when the dates of whether they're going to be approved or not. And I do not follow this company at all, but find out, see if they have a catalyst coming up with a trial.
Should note that XBI has actually been holding up decently, right? So IBB, same thing too. IBB, XBI, pick your poison. But it's actually been holding up not nicely. I mean, XBI is in the green today.
Yeah, good
So
support at
yeah,
88 to 90, moving up. Uh, Green candle today. Another move up. Maybe what you want to probably see with this one, a couple days of consolidation, and then get back and take out that high from yesterday in 97.19.
I just saw a spike in GENI. That was on a headline that the NFL is now their warrants vested, so they're now the largest shareholder in GENI. So I think that's the reason for that spike.
Okay.
Um, and seeing another spike there in IPOF. What's going on with IP? I don't even know what company IPOF is set to merge with. So oh,
So
is that Discord or no? They don't have a merger partner yet. They don't have it,
yeah,
or maybe that's what the spike is about. I don't know. I'll be honest. I don't know. Let's check right now. Check with the news desk. Um, no, they see nothing either. That's interesting. I don't know,
this,
but did you see a big nice spike there?
ooh, look at Dell. Boy, oh boy. Gap down after earnings and still going, making a new low of the move here in Dell. I think you got a couple intermediate levels to keep an eye on. 45.82. That was your monthly low in July, correct? 45.82. And then another monthly low. Where's the other monthly low at here? That's 45.82. Right here. 45.82. That looks like the next stopping point here for Dell. Oh, and then you have the other, you got a zone here, 44.56, 45.82. Maybe split that, maybe wait for $45, perhaps where this is heading. Low today is 46.75.
Jonathan, what you heard was an analyst commentary about how a Lyft merger with DoorDash would make sense, but nothing from the actual company themselves. Just speculation. Just speculation from an analyst that a merger between the two can make sense. That comes on the heels of a very bullish article in the Financial Times yesterday on Uber. I think it was yesterday on Uber, um, but nothing firm on that one. All right, there's our closing bell. Thank goodness. We did end up closing for the day down about 1% in the S&P 500, down 2% again in the Nasdaq, second day in a row. fallen 2% on the Nasdaq. That's enjoyable. How the Russell do today? Down 1.4%. All right, just a lot of chop. Just a lot of chop for those last 2 hours, and I will note that the SPY at least is more or less where it was right before the minutes.
Yeah, that's a good point, Spencer. That 2 o'clock bar ended with the S&Ps at 44.71, right? And here we are, all the up and down. So you know what? We pretty much had the information from yesterday. You had the up, you had the down, and really nothing was accomplished. So big level is at low for today, and the reason is it's buffeted by 2 other lows. We're 30 points away from that, and so that's the key. That's the key if we're going to get a bounce and maybe do a little work over 4,500.
All right, that's going to be a wrap for us. Thank goodness. I'm tired. All right, we'll be back tomorrow morning, and we'll hopefully. Oh, and Joel's just gone with no warning. So, smash the like button, please, and thank you. Catch you guys tomorrow. Money Mitch going live here in. Oh no, not Money Mitch. Well, Money Mitch is going live at some point today, but what we have now, because it's Wednesday, is Christopher Yule. That will be followed by Money Mitch. So, stay tuned for that. We're going to redirect you over there. Have a great rest of your day. Stay safe. And that's it.